first start by wetting down the mannequin thoroughly. We will then section the hair into 4 basic sections. Starting straight down the middle of the head, toward the back. The second section is from the top of the head to directly behind the ear. And the same thing on the other side. We will now begin cutting the perimeter portion of the haircut. We're going to start in the back, take the first section, 1/2 inch at the nape, straight across, and then slightly on a diagonal up to the back of the ear. We'll then take the front section, approximately 1 inch from the hairline down to the back section to meet. We'll then do the same thing on the other side. 1/2 inch section across the back and 1/2 inch on a diagonal. Again, 1/2 inch from the front hairline on a diagonal down to meet the back parting. We will split the back hairline into 2 sections, standing straight behind the mannequin. We're going to hold the hair straight down at 0 degrees and remove between 6 to 7 inches of hair, leaving a total of 6 to 7 inches on the mannequin. We'll pull the back section straight down the back behind the ear. Turn the mannequin toward you, holding the next perimeter section straight down at 0 degrees. You'll turn your fingers parallel to the parting, again at 0 degrees. You'll remove the hair and continue up the side of the head. Again, straight down at 0 degrees. Turn your fingers parallel to your parting and remove the hair. You will then measure the front section. So that you have an even 6 to 7 inches remaining on the hair. Again, parallel to the parting, and remove the hair. Now go to the other side. Again, standing straight behind the mannequin, you will take a portion of the left side of the hair that has already been cut. Hold the hair straight down at 0 degrees and cut. Again, standing straight behind the mannequin, you'll pull the remainder of the back portion of the perimeter straight down at 0 degrees and cut straight across. Can I stop for 1 second? Because I wanted to do something differently.
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually, she changed it and I just remembered it. I have to cut here and then blend it together.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so can I do that on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to wet her down a little bit more.
So instead of what you just did.
Right, I'm going to do this one instead. Yes, sorry. After the back perimeter has been cut, we're going to go to the front. Pull the hair straight down at 0 degrees. Turning your fingers parallel to your parting. I'm going to measure out your 6 inches and remove the hair. You now have a guideline to blend the back perimeter to the front perimeter. As you get to the side, 0 degrees, and you will hold your fingers parallel to your parting and blend the back to the front. When finished with the perimeter, we'll take both sides of the back and pull them straight down to check your lengths. Turn the mannequin toward you and do the same to the front to ensure that both sides are even. After the perimeter has been established, you will let the hair drop and comb the hair straight down at natural fall and without clips. You'll keep your 4 sections. Radial sections with the top of the head being your point of origin. That will always be the starting point of your radial sections, radial pie sections. So we're going to make our first section, pushing the hair that we're not cutting aside, holding the first section straight up at 90 degrees, and checking that we have 6 to 7 inches left on our length and taking off the excess length. We will continue at 90 degrees from the head using the guideline we just made on the top and remove the hair, following it all the way down at 90 degrees to the original guideline. We'll then take your next section, again from the top, point of origin, radial section. Push the hair aside that you're not using. And again, starting at 90 degrees from the top, you will utilize the guideline you've made previously. Following the head all the way down at 90 degrees until you've reached the bottom perimeter. We will continue all the way around the left side of the head. Also note that for the StateBoard haircut procedure, you will be palming your scissors. Also note that once the perimeter has been cut, take caution as to not cut the perimeter guideline again. From the top, you will be cutting behind your guideline, working your way to the bottom. Where you will be cutting above your guideline. If the hair dries out, re-wet it. Again, always starting from the point of origin, which is the top of the head, holding the hair up at 90 degrees and working your way down to your perimeter guideline. That completes one side of the StateBoard haircut. We'll now continue to the right side of the head, again starting from the top of the head or point of origin. We'll continue to make vertical pie sections. And again, 90 degrees straight up, and work our way down, continuing at 90 degrees to the bottom perimeter guideline. At this time, your proctor will ask you to show the removal of bulk and the razor technique. You will now demonstrate the hair cutting technique using the razor. You'll take your next section and tilt the head back as far as possible so that you can achieve a 90-degree projection. Bring the hair all the way out to 90 degrees. Take your razor and cut your section. Working your way all the way down as you did with the scissor. Until you reach your perimeter guideline. We'll do one more section. Again, starting at 90 degrees, your point of origin. You'll take your pie section, tilt the head back as far as you can in order to achieve your 90-degree projection. Take the hair out to your guideline and remove the hair. You will then be prompted by your proctor to demonstrate removal of bulk. At that time, you will take a horizontal section and you can use any technique you'd like. The razor technique, you will hold your hair straight out, putting the razor on an angle. You will lightly remove hair to remove bulk. You can also use the thinning shear technique. Again, you'll take your hair straight across horizontally and remove bulk 3 times in a zigzag motion. The third technique is the slithering technique, in which case you'll use your scissor and open a partial way and just remove the bulk. After your proctor has been satisfied with your technique, you will be prompted to move on and finish your StateBoard haircut. Again, your point of origin, your pie sections, and you'll take the hair straight up at a 90-degree angle and remove the excess hair. Again, paying careful attention not to cut your previously cut perimeter guideline. You will continue around the head. Until you have completed the last section. You will then cross-check your haircut by making horizontal sections and holding the hair straight up at 90 degrees, going straight down the middle, and correcting any mistakes. You will turn the head to the side at horizontal partings, hold the hair straight up, correcting any mistakes. And again on the other side. And that completes the New York State Board haircut.